What's up, guys? It's KB. Make sure you subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. Click the bell icon down below so you don't miss a single video from us. And thanks for tuning in to another video from Underground Sports Philadelphia. Now let's get into it.
Philadelphia, baby, you're gonna love it. Best sports fans in the world. Actually, the worst, but that's what makes them the best.
Like you just said, it's all label different, so it took me a second.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, friends. Welcome
See?
back to what?
Now we sing when we start the show.
It's a, you know what? It's a jolly new year. All right, that's what it is. That's why we're singing now.
A jolly new year, guy.
A jolly new year. Welcome everybody to episode number 91.
Oh my God, you never know. Yes.
Is it 91?
Yeah.
Episode
Well,
number
we didn't
91.
record last week, so.
I know. Well, that's why I'm also getting a little confused. Just because we didn't record last week, so it's been a while since we've done this. But yes, welcome to episode number 91 of the F1 Underground podcast. My name is Owen. That is my sister Casey. We've got a fun episode for you guys today. This will be the last episode of the 2024 year. For us. We're very excited for you guys. We have a little bit of news. It's old news at this point, so we'll briefly go over it, but it has been...
We won't bore you.
Yeah, it has been officially confirmed from the last time we talked about it. And then we're going to talk about some of our 2025 goals that we want for this podcast, kind of talk personally. And then we'll do our... Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, then we asked you guys what your Delulu dreams for 2025 are, and I'm sure we can think of some as we start reading off everyone's. That'll be kind of roped into F1 Threads mailbag this week, so it'll be a long episode, but definitely someone just got proposed to on the Monday Night Football Countdown at the pre-show. Why?
Someone just got...
Yeah, like in the crowd outside, like where they were filming the pre-show. Never mind. It just caught my eye. Look over my eye. But yes, so we will get into it. Owen doesn't have a meme of the week. I was surprised. No.
I do not. I'm sorry. Been busy and distracted this weekend.
Yeah.
Casey is a meme. She has one meme.
But to no surprise of everyone, it has to deal with Charles and Leo. Thank you for leaving this post in because it is the perfect response.
Oh, yeah. It's fantastic. It's a great response.
To the post. Yes. So Charles, photographer today, posted a lovely photo of, or a lovely like carousel post of Leo. He included some photos of Leo and Roscoe. Well, that's what it really was, Leo and Roscoe, and he put something like Ferrari about next year. But this one photo, Leo looks like he has got the zoomies hardcore.
Oh, he's got hardcore zoomies.
Hardcore zoomies. So, and then the other day, F1 posted reaction photos of like every driver from Girl the Grid episodes this past season, and that was the Charles one. So I put they are twins because it is perfectly identical. They're making the same faces. They always say like you start like the dogs is like their owners and vice versa, and this is a perfect. Literally, it's perfect. But yeah, someone had the perfect response saying father, son, and little bro, and included a photo of Oscar Piastri making the exact same face. So it was the perfect little thread right there. But yeah. Like Jade said, like father, like son. That was my music. Yes. Quick and simple.
Good post. Good post. Quick and simple, just like our news. Sorry, I saw the segue chance there, and I had to take it. All right?
Yes, okay.
Thank God I didn't say that's what she said joke.
Oh, now you just said it, so. Moving on.
Moving on.
Weekly news is always brought to you by IPF1Store.com. Use the coupon code Underground10. No vowels except for leading you to get 10% off your entire purchase. We always talk about how sick their stuff is. He's such an insanely talented artist. You've seen the print that I have, but there's everything. We've seen the hats that we have, t-shirts, mugs, coffee mugs, travel mugs, posters, little plaques, everything you need. So yeah, use the coupon code Underground10, IPF1Store.com for 10% off. Owen mentioned it. We won't bore you. We'll keep this short and sweet.
Nice and easy.
And as it always happens to us, I think we might be in luck with when we're recording now and tomorrow. I don't think any news will be dropping tomorrow and the day after because it's New
No.
Year's. But literally, we finished recording the next morning. We wake up and Checo was officially released, or Checo and Red Bull came to terms, and he's officially no longer a Red Bull racing driver. There were rumors that he's going to kind of stay in, like Daniel Ricciardo, and I think we might have mentioned this last week or 2 weeks ago as well.
We did talk about it a bit, yeah.
I can't see him doing that right away. Like, he has like 3 young kids. I'm sure he'll have more, so I hope he does take the time. But yeah, he did get a proper goodbye. And then obviously then all the speculation came and everyone it was I think F1 fandom online, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok threads was I've never seen so much support for Yuki being a Red Bull racing driver.
Yeah. It was a
united front.
It was a good united front for
Mm-hmm.
everybody. It was pretty much every single post I saw was, why is this not you? Like, all right, Yuki,
Yeah.
like now it's your time, blah, blah, all this stuff. And then unfortunately you have the news come out that is
Mm-hmm.
Liam Lawson is now confirmed to be Max's number 2 driver at Red Bull. And it's just, then there was the united front of pretty much, what the fuck?
Yeah, a lot of
Like,
anger.
Yeah.
A lot of hostility. But yes, so yeah, Liam's in. Yuki stays at VCarb. Liam has gotten the call up. It does bring up some questions. I think I saw some quotes. You never know how serious Marco's questions are. Like, I don't know if you can take them for what they are, but he was basically saying like Liam's had shown enough and they were still questioning Yuki's like attitude and stuff, and that's what people were like, you mean Liam who pissed off half of the vets on the track in like 3 races? Okay. I don't think Yuki's ever done that. So but yeah. So then sorry,
go ahead. No. It's, to me, looking at it from a purely statistical standpoint, and just from like what, like you said, like Helmet saying like, oh, it's just about like Yuki's attitude, like all this stuff. There's not enough concrete evidence for me that it's like, all right, yeah, Liam was our clear-cut choice and winner of this, second seat, and it's, oh, you have Yuki right here, who's a pretty good driver, and out-qualified Liam a lot this year.
And Daniel, and Nick DeVries.
Right. So it's, yeah, I don't love it, but obviously we're not at Red Bull, so it's,
yeah,
we roll with it.
Yeah, we do not make the big decisions. We don't get the Red Bull. We're not on the Red Bull payroll.
Right.
But then it was like a good 24 hours before they announced that Isaac Hadjar was going to be coming in. And now will be Yuki's teammate moving forward. And I saw a lot of people also saying, if you think Yuki's radios are bad, just get ready for Isaac Hadjar, because that man,
Some chaos, man.
He can be angry over the radio. So yeah, we officially have another rookie on the grid next year. Definitely be some chaos. But yeah, so now it's Max, Liam, Yuki, Isaac. I do want to say one thing. I think it's clear as day now that Yuki is fully in Red Bull because of Honda. And the minute Honda's done, he's out.
Yeah, I hate to say it too, but it's becoming more clear.
They're not even trying to hide it and like make it seem like it's something it's not. Because they could have had 2 Japanese drivers. They could have brought up what's his name?
I know who you're talking about because did he do an FP1 session this year? He did.
Yeah,
right?
It's Iwasa. That's his last name. I don't want to.
Yes.
If I'm butchering it, but yeah, they could have brought him up. But Isaac Hadjar was clearly in the fight for first in the championship for F2 and stuff. So he has what it takes. But yeah, it's clear as day. Red Bull's not doing anything to hide the fact that Yuki is very much there because of Honda. And it just makes, like, what happens when Honda moves to Aston Martin when Aston Martin has Lance Stroll and Fernando Alonso. So, there's that.
Time to put, maybe Honda becomes the bad guy and pushes Lance Stroll out for Yuki. Or maybe that's how Dad Stroll gets his son out of the team.
Or another teammate at Aston Martin retires, but
Well, do you
that
see
could
the thing that
also
I saw
be-
today, actually?
No.
So I don't know how confirmed this is. I saw literally one tweet. So take this with a grain of salt. The biggest grain of salt you can think of. Apparently, Fernando Alonso is seeing the 2026 season as his final season in F1.
Oh.
So it's there. It's there. But again, I saw one tweet about it. I can't even remember who it's from. Take it with the biggest grain of salt you've ever taken anything and go with that.
Interesting. That would be
Yeah.
interesting. Interesting. But yeah, that was our weekly news, as Owen said. It was short.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. But yes, moving right along. Like we said, this shouldn't be that. It's not going to be a long episode.
No, it is not.
I'm sure next week, weekly news will be back up and ramping. We'll get Drive to Survive things coming out soon. So
yeah, that's got to be coming out soon. The announcement of when that's coming, right?
Yeah, if you look at when it came out last year, it was the same week as preseason testing. Preseason testing is technically later. Because last year when I went to St. Pete, we were already in Jeddah.
Wait, Drive to Survive premiered last year during preseason testing?
Yeah,
they drop it at the start of the season?
Yeah, it premieres at the exact same time.
Wow, I always thought they did it like a couple weeks before. Like,
no,
I was fully ready for like beginning of February for it to drop because then it could last the weeks until preseason testing starts, and then we get obviously preseason testing right into the season.
Yeah, last year came out on February 23rd.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Interesting.
And Bahrain preseason testing 2024 was February 21st to February 23rd. So it literally came out the following preseason testing. Because that's what, if you look, then the following week was Bahrain, and then the following week was Jeddah. That's what I'm saying. When I was in St. Pete last year, it was Jeddah weekend.
Right. That's right. Huh.
So this year's season is technically starting a little bit later than before, than like last season. So, but yeah, we still have a decent amount of time. But you would think a trailer is going to come out sooner rather than later.
Oh, they have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Lots of shows coming out for Netflix, but
I know I still gotta watch Senna.
So do I, and I've heard amazing things.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about it.
But yes, we will now jump into kind of a little self-reflection for us, or little manifestation. So if you don't really enjoy this, you can skip through. We'll give you the timestamps or you don't want to hear us talk about ourselves. But we're going to do some dreams and goals for the podcast for 2025. And today, this segment can be brought to you by Owen's favorite app, my favorite app.
Our friends over at BoxBox. Casey's right. It is my favorite app. I go on so long when I talk about this, but it's just because I love this app so much, and I still use it even in the off season right now. I'm still constantly checking it just for news that pops up. I think the first thing I saw actually was on BoxBox for Checo's news that he was officially he was separated. I think they were the first person that I saw it. We're so happy to be working with them. We're very excited. It's such a cool partnership to have, and the app is amazing too. It's F1. It's an F1 app built by F1 fans for F1 fans. I can go on and on about it.
I want to say, because my watch, I finally added my new watch. I finally added widgets, so it's so nice. And the computer, like I had them on my laptop before, but now I have more on this computer.
Yeah.
I'm all set up.
Casey's got the works now because she's got the new watch, the new computer, and everything. So she's taking the full benefit of all the capabilities that this app can give you. So what our partnership means for you guys, our listeners, for what we bring to you guys, is if you use code underground30, you get 30% off your first year subscription, ultra subscription, and that is on iOS only. The app is available on iOS and Android, but it is the subscription, and our deal is only on iOS. That's 30% off your first year of the Ultra Plan subscription. That unlocks tons of features for you. It removes all ads for you. It unlocks all those watch faces that Casey just talked about. It unlocks certain widgets for you if you're using iOS devices as well. And it's wonderful. I love it. I honestly bought the subscription before we started working with them just because it offers so much to you. So like I said, the code is underground30. You can also follow the links in our bios. It can take you right to the iOS App Store. You can download the app right there, and then it'll also apply the discount for you. So that's the much easier way to do it. We recommend doing that way. But like I said, you can use the code underground30. Thank you to BoxBox for sponsoring the show. We're so happy, and thank you.
Yes, they're the best.
2025 goals, dreams, aspirations, manifestations.
I feel like we could probably throw some like Delulu ones in there as well. Like,
yeah, why not?
Go big. Why not?
Why not?
I think first one for us. I think together we would love to. Maybe this is a little bit of Delulu as well, but we would love to interview a driver in some capacity. I know.
Yes.
I'm very much into IndyCar now. I know Owen's going to try and get more into it. So even an IndyCar driver, but an F1 driver would be amazing. But yeah, such a driver of some sort would be so cool to talk to.
Someone who has experience sitting behind a wheel of cars that we spend hours talking about. You know,
not road cars, like.
Yeah. If you want to have fucking interviews with road cars, you can talk to me. That's.
I mean,
I'll tell you about my driving skill.
Every week.
I have become I will not lie, and I apologize for ratting myself out like this. I'm not breaking any laws. I'm a law abider. I tend to speed a little bit more now ever since starting watching F1. Sometimes there are times when it's like I get on a highway and the highway's open and I'm like, oh, and it's just like the feeling hits.
Oh my goodness.
And you'll see, like, especially if Ange is like driving sitting in the passenger seat next to me, like I'll typically drive like with my hands like low on the steering wheel, and then I'll put both hands up, and especially because I have paddle shifters on the back too, so I'll put my fingers around the paddle shifters, and then I'll just like sit back a little bit, and she's like, "Oh God," and I'll just gun it on the gas for a little bit.
Meanwhile, she's like, "Hold on."
Yeah,
it white knuckle.
Maybe lasts like 10 seconds, and then the realization sets in where I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm flying," and then I'll slow down. But it's just the sliver of speed that I like.
And there we go, people. We just checked off our first goal. Have an interview with a road driver.
Interview the driver. Look at that. It's not even 2025 yet, and we're interviewing a driver. Come on.
But yes, that's definitely one for both of us.
Yes, sure. I think one for both of us as well. But I had mentioned this just before we started, is attend a race in some form of capacity as this show, and not as personal. We got tickets.
Not fans.
You know, right. We both love the I guess call it the journalism side of this show and everything and what we do with that. So being able to experience going to any form of a race. I mean, honestly, same thing. Like, doesn't have to, I'm not speaking strictly F1. I'm not speaking strictly IndyCar, just any sort of a race in the formation of we are here as the show. You know, we're here to make some content, you know, deliver an experience to our fans and our listeners that we can provide to them. That's something that I think I would really love to see.
No, that's good. I can also hit off of that, but it may also be Delulu again. I would love to. I know it's a little bit harder. Maybe in F1, but to work with a team in some aspect.
Yes.
Or work with like a team's major sponsor in some aspect. That would be such a cool opportunity and cool thing to like check off and be able to do.
Yeah.
So definitely that. Me personally, because I've been posting about this a lot as well, I would love to get to an international race this year.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where. I don't know when. I don't even care if it's Canada, but just a race not in America. I just want to get to another race and experience it outside of America. I mean, I don't have much to check off of my F1 experience in America. It's literally Miami, but a European race would be insane just because it's F1, and when you think of F1, you think of the Europe races. So
yeah, it's the first thing you think of. You've also, I mean, our entire childhood, you've been talking about wanting to go to Europe and everything, and it doesn't matter which part of it. It's just like getting over there to like do something and get out and see that part of the world and everything. So yeah, that one would be really cool for you. That'd be great.
Oh, I've always said, 'cause especially like London, I've had a fascination with London.
Yeah.
It's no secret. I'm almost 30. I was definitely a boy band
Casey
girl
was a
growing up.
big
So
boy band girl.
especially the UK ones over there. So like I've always said, if I got a chance to go to, I think even just like I would step off the plane, I think in London and cry because I'm like, I finally made it.
Made it here. I'm here.
I'm here.
I did it.
I made it. Mom, I made it. But yeah, that's definitely a personal goal or dream for the podcast or me personally next year.
I have a personal one for me.
Oh, I haven't heard this yet, people.
You've heard it before. You've heard it before.
Oh, okay.
It's more directly related to me. It's about the show. I mean, we know this. I want to find some form of a sponsor or a partner to work with.
Oh yeah.
For Pints and Pit Stops.
Even when since the day we started Pints and Pit Stops.
That would be. I just like. It's not even like. It's not even about the like. Let me make sure I have a beer for every Pints and Pit Stops that we do.
I mean,
but
half of this season you didn't have a beer, so
I'm sorry. I was training to run a marathon.
I know.
Suffered and died on. It's just something about it. Like when I listen to radio shows and everything, and I hear their segments, this segment is brought to you by this, or like even here now with this, this part is brought to you by Box. Our weekly news is brought to you by IPF1. Being able to say something that is, this is Pints and Pit Stops brought to you by this company, whatever it is, or this brewing company would be such a huge goal hit that it's just like we've put in enough work on this show and other people can kind of see the humor in Pints and Pit Stops that they're willing to sponsor it.
Well, especially Pints and Pit Stops. We could probably go back and find the first episode we did Pints and Pit Stops in because it's been a staple for pretty long.
But that's a personal goal for me. Like I said, it is for the show, but yes, having that ability, and also, who doesn't like trying new beer? So
you definitely do not.
There's that part of it.
Okay, I have two for the show.
Okay.
One, we would love, and I think this is very attainable. We want to do more watch parties and events.
Yes.
And to meet people, to be more local within the city and stuff. So definitely. But like I said, we've already talked about that. We've already had some in the past season, so I think we could make that work even more in the upcoming season. And then another one, to have more guests on the show. I know we've had.
Oh yes.
Yeah, we love our amazing friend Mark. We've had him on the show. We've had a very good follower and listener in Frey on the show. So definitely just more other content creators, other journalists. Maybe other followers of us that are on our social media, just something to do that a little bit more. But yeah, that would definitely be.
Yeah, so our friends and family who listen to the show don't have to constantly listen to us. Yeah, yeah, and just go.
Maybe we can have everyone's favorite. What were their names when we do our live show? I'm ruining it.
There is. I don't remember their names, but there's a lovely couple that we met. At Human Robot.
I'm talking about mom and dad's code names when we do live episodes.
Luigi and what's the other one's name?
I love them at Human Robot though. I know exactly what you're talking about. But
there's a couple we met at Human Robot that is fantastic. They were so supportive of us when we did our live recording.
Even day one, even the first watch party we did, they were super they were
super nice. But... We had like a 20-minute conversation with them after the race had ended. Yeah, they're fantastic. Yes, our Luigi and Guido. We should have Luigi and Guido on.
I can remember their car names.
Yeah.
Also another goal, Ange can finally pick her favorite driver.
Ange can finally pick her favorite driver. Yes. We hit a little bit of a stall on the Drive to Survive train, but it's fine. I tried the other night. This was like 2 weeks ago, honestly. And it was like a night she came home from work. She was exhausted. She was dead. And I go over to Netflix and she knows, she knew at that point, when I would go to Netflix, I was going to put on Drive to Survive. And she goes, you're really gonna make me watch this tonight? And I was like, I guess not. And I was like, well, now I feel bad. So then I'm like already on her Netflix profile, and I see she's watching the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader show. That's
so
on there.
good.
And I'm like, well, she's not gonna want to watch Drive to Survive, and she definitely wants to watch this. So then I was like, went to click it on. You should have seen the look on her face. She literally was just like, "You're gonna watch this with me?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." Sitting here, I ended up watching like the last 3 episodes with her.
It's such a good show.
It's a great show. It was a very good show. Yeah,
it's
but,
really, really good.
Yes, and she can finally pick
yeah.
her favorite driver this year.
We might have to have her on when she finally decides who she wants to have.
She should come on. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But,
I have another serious one, and then I can do a funny one. But a serious one.
Okay.
For us to do shows together in the same vicinity.
Yes, that would be very. That I think. Not that I think we're like bad over like Zoom.
No, the siblingness comes across, I think, totally fine.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, I think it does. But we definitely it like jumps to another level when we're in the same room together. So yeah, I agree. I think
for us to hang up some like good decorations.
You never
that's posted your Christmas haul.
I know I never posted my Christmas haul. I'm sorry. I have them. You know what?
You want to do it now?
I have. Well, I can at least show this right now.
Isn't it what I think it is?
Yeah, it is what you think it is. Casey got this for me.
Unless you have another prediction or goal, and then
I do not. This will be the last thing I do. I have 2 that I can show right now, actually, for my F1 Christmas haul. One fancy Lando Norris.
Take the thing off. Because you can see it. There you
Lando Norris replica helmet. This is what Casey got me. I was very excited when I opened this. I cannot wait to put it. My shelves are a little crowded right now.
Thoughts of Legos.
Yeah, with all my Legos and my brochure for Miami.
I forgot you kept that.
Why would I not? It's right here. Look at that. Super easy. But I'm gonna be so nervous to put this back up. Ooh.
Camera was wonderful.
I'll deal with that later. Now everybody just knows where I work. But yes, this is item number 1. There are some other items. Then the other one that I got, this was from a friend actually.
Oh, I don't know this?
You don't know this one actually. I was afraid that I was gonna get this for like repeat on Christmas Day. And that's why I didn't say anything, because I was like, I don't want people to know that I got it because it's okay to have 2 of them. But it's
Did you get it though?
No.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. It is McLaren 2023 livery in
That's
Lego.
Nice.
It is fantastic. I cannot decide if I want to take it to work, if I want to leave it here.
Well, you have like 3 you have 3 McLaren cars now. Because you got the one.
I do have 3 McLaren cars now. Yes.
The one I brought you back after Florida, and then now the Lego one. So
I have plenty of options, but yeah.
Okay. Okay, you ready for my funny one?
I'm ready for your funny one.
Okay. I think a good goal for us for 2025 is to not have any more technical difficulties.
Fucking technical difficulty is getting that sentence out. But
yeah, I know. Well, I was trying not to laugh, but you're no stranger to the show. You're no strangers when we've done live streams. There's always some kind of
always something. Yeah.
Yeah. Owen either freezes and then I'm left talking to myself for like 5 minutes and I'm like, hey friends, or there's I don't even know. But yeah, no technical difficulties. I think we can strive for that.
I think that's a good goal to have.
Yeah, no technical difficulties. But yeah.
Yeah.
That was my Oh, hey.
Hello.
This
is he's muted.
There we go.
Oh no.
See?
It's okay. We're still in 2024. We're allowed technical difficulties.
Yeah, we're still in 2024.
We're still in
2024.
On the topic of that, do you guys know your social channels are like blacked out?
No.
Like everything's black. There's nothing on your Instagram, like Twitter. The whole shebang is blacked out.
Oh my God, it's blacked out. Look.
Kyle.
Like, did you guys get hacked?
I don't know.
What's happening?
Wasn't me.
Like, come on, we've been on such a good run.
Owen, did you share the password with someone?
No. Why would I do that?
Come on, Owen.
I work in IT. I don't do that. I don't leave my passwords around on a sticky note.
Did you leave your laptop open, Owen?
Yeah, did you leave? Are you logged in somewhere? There it is. Damn it. All that work. I'm gonna cry.
This isn't good.
No.
Not great. Not great.
Not great at all.
Not good.
I don't even know what to say. I can't even. What do we do? Does that mean threads as well?
Not our lovely
Next
thread.
to
Look,
Instagram.
It is. For God.
Even our Twitter. Oh God. But
They got us everywhere, Owen. All you did was leave. You left us logged in.
The tech guy.
The tech guy. Of all people, the tech guy.
But who would?
All
right, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It's my fault.
Tech
guy.
I will. Is this what you came on here to tell us, Kyle?
I reported it on Threads, like I've been reporting about a lot of things going on with this podcast on there to reach the masses, and
oh yeah.
I'm gonna, it's fitting that it's your guys' last episode of the year, and it's funny that I found a clip from your very first episode, which was kind of close to this time. So I think we should play that for the people. I'll see what I can like rewire and get going.
Okay.
But in the meantime, let's show the people the throwback clip.
Rolling this.
Okay, it's recording.
Oh, recording started.
I hope Mom and Dad can't hear us.
It's official. Wow.
Okay. All right, ready?
Go ahead.
Welcome to the F1 Underground Podcast, the brand new podcast from the Underground Network, focusing on all things Formula One. My name is Casey, and I'm your host, along with my guest, Owen. Today, we're going to take some time to talk about preseason testing, our first race of the 2023 season, and make some season predictions. Let's get started.
Good job. Good work.
Oh.
What?
Oh! What is happening? What is happening?
What is going
happening
on?
First, we're hacked. Everything's black. Now, there's a big change.
I'm so reeling from that first episode clip.
We'll talk about that later. I can't talk about that right now. It's so embarrassing. I can't talk. I can't talk about it.
So,
what? I don't even know.
I don't know. I think we should just roll.
All right. I think we should just roll with it. I think we should cut the shit. Stop joking around. Right?
Yeah.
Do you think we should?
I think we should cut the shit.
Okay. Obviously, we are the world's worst actors. We were not hacked on any socials.
Yeah, I could never see myself in.
No. That was not a Oscar award-winning performance for us there. Thank God. We'll stick to our day jobs. But yes, welcome to the official rebrand of Underground Circuit. Same show, your same annoying, crazy host, and Owen and I, same sibling banter, just a new name and a new look for 2025 and forward. What were you going to say?
I'm a host now?
Oh, yeah, you've been officially promoted.
To a host?
Owen's only been my quote-unquote guest since episode 1. We're now 91 episodes in, and Owen now is officially a host. So congratulations, Owen. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the promotion. It comes with no pay bump at all. And
None
that's
at
all right.
all.
That's okay. I'll take it. It's a stepping stone.
None at all. But yes, we have officially done a little rebrand. Kind of been hinting at it maybe for a while, but yes, it was time. We're officially here. As we're still in the underground. Can't leave the underground.
Still in the underground.
Stuck.
Come on.
We're still stuck in the underground. Yes, we are officially Underground Circuit. So welcome to the new show, friends.
Yes. So episode 91 is officially, I guess, our last. It's a combination last episode as F1 Underground and our first episode as Underground Circuit.
Yes.
We've been talking about this for a while. And I'm really excited about it. I think the rebrand and everything that kind of comes with it is the first step towards making all of these goals and dreams that we just talked about a reality. And
no, I agree.
Kind of taking this and running with it, a little bit more and everything, and trying to bring more content to, our viewers and our fans and everything. And we wanted to, I think we kind of always said that, F1 Underground was a little bit of like a placeholder name, just because it was, we wanted to be in the Underground Network. We obviously covered F1. So it was kind of just like, throw the two things together, see what happens.
And it worked perfectly.
And it worked. It was great. It was fantastic. But over time, over the past couple of months and everything, we kind of just been like, let's just, let's do a little bit of a relaunch. Welcome, friends, to episode number 1.
Yeah.
We're not gonna give away our numbering. We're not starting the numbering over again, especially with how close we are to 100. But
no.
Yes. This is the official first episode of Underground Circuit. Like Casey said, it is still us. It is still the same annoying conversations, the same Delulu predictions every race. It's just Underground Circuit.
New look.
Yeah.
New look going into a new year. But yeah, it was time. And
It was time. It was time. Thank you, Kyle, for doing that switch in the background of that absolutely lovely clip of our first ever episode recording.
Okay, we can talk about it now. We just come so far with our technology, like our camera setups. I look like I'm in a dungeon.
Yeah.
I'm in my old apartment that was in the basement. So
you were in the basement.
I'm in dungeon.
We both were recording from basements.
Yes, we both were recording. We should have been called Underground Basement. That's what we should have been called.
That's what Underground actually stands for. We were literally on the ground.
We were in the basement. With the bugs and all. Yes, we were in the basement. But you look so young, and it's kind of weird.
It's freaky.
Like it wasn't that long ago.
No, I mean, even if I jump to YouTube right now, like that is, I don't like how young I look.
No, I don't either.
But it is like, let's jump into our episode playlist and go all the way back. The first episode was titled Our First Lap, which is a great episode title name. But ew.
Yeah, you look deathly. But yes. I just wanted to point that out. But yeah, we, as Owen mentioned, like we said, the same show, same craziness, same Delulu picks. We are now going into our F1 Threads mailbag segment, but today it's all about, we asked you what your 2025 Delulu dreams for the 2025 season. And this, as always, in F1 Threads mailbag, it is brought to you by Furious Motorsport, the best place to get all motorsport, hockey jerseys, baseball jerseys, basketball jerseys, swim trunks, the best place ever. Baseball jerseys for girls. So use the coupon code Underground10 to get 10% off your purchase, or shop directly from the link in our link tree. And the best part is about this name change is Underground is our coupon code. So it is on the screen multiple times. It's easy. So it's perfect and easy to do. But yeah.
And it's going to be so much easier explaining that too now, because it's just going to be like Underground coupon code Underground 10, the same way spelled as our name. Yeah. It's going to be so much better now.
So much better. But yes, so as I said, we asked you, since there wasn't really anything to ask, like for you guys to send in questions, we asked you what your Delulu dreams for the 2025 season would be. And we got some good ones. So we
got some good answers, yeah.
Yes, we got some good ones. So the amazing Casper said, My Delulu dream is that Yuki will outperform every other driver in the Red Bull team family by summer break. Which honestly, like, I can see him doing that easily with Hadjar, and I can see him easily doing that with Liam. It's Max, that's the question. But if, God forbid, if something like that happens, online discourse is going to be amazing.
Amazing. Fantastic.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun. This is the first one from Frey. Frey gave another one later on. But Frey said, my Lulu dream is that the media will take it easy on the rumors and drama. And that is, I think...
That is a big ask. That's very
Yeah,
Delulu.
and we need it at this point. We need it. Because at the end of the last season, they were just feeding into the drama half the time. So,
well, you know what? I get it. I get it to a certain degree. With how wild of a season we had with 2024, diving into the rumors and everything kind of became the only way that like media outlets and news outlets can break the story first. You know,
because by the time
like,
the news broke, it was the rumor was already alive and well
right.
for like
how many times this year do we talk about a news story and then be like, oh, that was like the worst kept secret, or stuff like that. Like it circulated a lot. And I mean, think about it. I still think the biggest news story of the year broke before the season even started. And that was Lewis to Ferrari. So that was like anything that followed that, like you were just trying to like capture that like energy again of just like, oh my God, Lewis to Ferrari. Like,
well, and you know what? F1 today posted their picture of all the breaking news graphics, and they included, so Lewis wasn't the first. It was Gunther getting fired was the first breaking news of 2024.
That's right.
I said that so much has happened this season. I thought he was the end of last season.
How long? What was the separation on that? Like, what was it like? Gunther getting fired to Lewis.
Lewis was February 1st. I will never forget because everyone's like, because for a while, the first of each month, there was some crazy piece of news breaking, but Lewis was the one. Yeah, but Gunther was like the middle of January. It was right after your wedding. I remember working from home during a snowstorm and that one broke. And then, like 5 different NFL stories that same day. I think that was the same day Bill Belichick announced his retirement. And I was like, I'm praying for you, Mark.
Yes, because we were worried about Mark and what was happening. Yes.
He'd write so many stories. And I think Nick Saban was the same day. There were so many sports, like stories
tons of
that
sports
day.
Stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, that was what started it. And then Lewis was only like a few weeks later. But that was still the news. Came from nowhere. People started talking about it literally the night before. Like I was scared to go to bed because I was like, we're gonna wake up something crazy, but we didn't. But yeah, that was a good one from Frey. Another one from Andreas. His name is username is King Kong. At least one Grand Prix weekend where we end up with an all rookie podium. That would be insane.
That would be wild. Listen, that is a true Delulu pick. Just because of an all-rookie podium is a bold statement. I could see maybe one rookie on a podium.
Yeah.
But
an all-rookie podium.
Yeah.
So I followed up. I said, follow up, what rookie wins? And he said, Jack Doohan for the win with Ollie and Kimmy on the podium.
I like it. I can get behind it.
Which is even crazier because out of all the rookies, you would think Kimmy would be the one that could win, potentially, in the Mercedes.
Right. Yeah. In a Mercedes, and with how much talk there's been of Kimmy being a generational talent.
Like the next Max Verstappen, the next Lewis Hamilton. You would think that would work. But yeah. This one's from Melissa. We got another one of this later on, so I'll read this one then again. My dream is that Carlos will be on the podium. Bonus if it's a P1. In a Williams, that would be insane.
That would be, yeah. I mean, I'll take it. I would take it. Williams would be thrilled.
Oh, Williams would be celebrating like they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it would be insane if they were on the podium.
So then, other ones. This is from Lindsay. Her username is Legally Motorsport. I love her. She said, although I'm pretty sure this matches up with your Delulu dreams.
It does.
And so she's hoping for Charles World Drivers Championship and Ferrari World Constructors. And I said, yes, we are one and the same.
Yes.
This next one's from Esther My Delulu is a Carlos podium in blue. My prediction is Ferrari World Constructors Championship and a surprise retirement at the end of the season. I can also see some of the rookies fumbling. I wish them well. I wish them well at the end is.
I love it. Keeping it polite.
Keeping it polite.
Yeah. A surprise retirement at the end of the season.
Yeah, but like the obvious one is obviously Alonso. So like, what's the surprise? Surprise, Checo's gone. It's like Max.
Right. Can't be Checo.
That's
no,
surprise.
Unless if they come out in the middle of the year and they say like, "Hey, we're gonna add more races to the calendar," maybe. And it depends on when his kid is
this
born.
time next year, his wife is like a few months. So this time next year, he will have a kid.
Right. He'll be a dad.
Mm-hmm. Max is the only one I could think that'd be a surprise. Because I don't think Lewis is a one and done. Unless Lewis comes, unless Lewis comes, wins World Drivers' Championship, and then they win Constructors, and he's like, that's it, I'm going out on a high.
Could you imagine? Oh, could you imagine if Lewis pulls like a one-hit wonder with Ferrari?
I'd be like, see ya. Even though I'm pretty sure the next championship waiting for Ferrari is the 16th person. Like, 16 years since the last one, I think.
Oh.
There's a lot of 16 numbers working in the Magic for this upcoming season, and there's a lot that could be let down with a certain driver that drives with number 16, but
I wonder who that could be.
But yeah, that's the only people I could think that'd be a surprise. Unless you have like Nico Hulkenberg for some reason, but I doubt it.
Nico Hulkenberg, though, it wouldn't come as a surprise.
I think it comes as a surprise because he's going to Audi. That's the only surprise.
True. But he's been in the sport for a good amount of years now, so like I feel like it would be more of like oh, this is bittersweet because it's like, yeah, I get it. You know, it's sad to see you go, but I understand. You know.
Yeah, but Max is the only one I can think of that would be a true surprise because Lewis, I can't see it happening yet. And I don't think Ferrari wants it yet because I'm sure Ollie's moving up as soon as.
I'm sure.
But Charles only did 1 year in the junior team before he moved up, so.
Yeah, but that was also because Kimi left.
Yeah, true.
You know, like it's not like Charles, unless, like you said, Lewis does come out, does WDC and Constructors Champs for Ferrari, and then maybe he's like, all right, that's it, I'm done. Maybe then we would see Ollie come up, but I can't see Lewis doing. Even if he wins, I can't see Lewis doing a one-hit wonder with Ferrari. I can see at least 3 years with Ferrari.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can too. I can see it too. And then this is Ferrari's second one, Lando World Drivers, Ferrari World Constructors. I don't see that being very Delulu. I could see that being a possibility.
That's not that much of a Delulu pick. I can see that being a thing. And I would not be shocked if it's interchangeably Lewis and Charles trailing Lando.
Yeah.
You know, for P2 or P3 and seeing them both kind of fight for that. But
yeah.
I don't know. I want Lando. Like, obviously, I want him to win World Drivers' Champs, but I'm still sticking with it. That Ferrari combo next year is going to be diabolical, man. It's
I can't wait.
Hard to compete with unless they come out with an absolute dog shit stinker of a car.
Don't talk about it.
They're going to be a deadly combo. And it scares me a lot for Lando kind of continuing this momentum of...
Right, because everyone's counting out Lewis. They're like, he's done for, he's over, he's washed up. No. He's absolutely not, because we got inklings that he's still in there this past year. And if that Ferrari car is to the expectations that Fred
expects.
Yeah, it's going to be done for.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like the only way you can count Ferrari out now is if they come out and the car is just horrible. It's like the Alpine of next year. You know?
Oh my God, I will cry. I'll give up.
That to me is the only way that could happen. But
You'll be doing
I doubt that will happen.
I know we didn't talk about this. This is kind of weekly news, but did we talk about this? Ferrari announced when they're releasing their whole, like, doing their own car line?
Oh yeah, they we may have mentioned it, but yes,
Yeah,
they
the
confirmed
19th.
it, isn't it?
February
Oh,
19th.
19th. Okay, I was gonna say 15th.
Yeah, the day after the live event. But yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you have any other Delulu picks?
I have nothing. I have one more thing before we go, but it's not a Delulu pick.
All right, I'm trying to think. I don't think I have Delulu pick. I kind of said one in there with like the surprise retirement, and I'll just leave it with that.
The only kind of Delulu pick, and it kind of goes with Fraser.
Oh, I have one.
It is Fraser. Is obviously I would love to see Lando World Driver Champion, but re-listen to what I just said. It's gonna be a fight this year for it.
We're gonna have a 4-team fight at the top, especially if Mercedes can get it together. We're having a 4-team fight at the top.
Right.
I'll do Delulu pick. Delulu pick is Kimi wins before George this season.
Oh, that would be nasty.
George would be crying over the radio, crying. But yeah, that
would be so good.
Pick. Yeah. All right. What did you have to say before?
I just have, with it being the end of the year, kind of going into our 2025 goals and everything. Casey and I just both want to say again, very big thank you to all of our listeners and our fans and the people that make the show happen because they care to sit through us yapping for however long. So we really appreciate it. Again, we've said it before, it's at this point last year, we were talking to our parents and everything. And that was it. And the fact that we kind of came across the F1 Threads community and the fact that has been curated and has grown so much and everything. And we've kind of grown with it. We can't thank you guys enough for, and just everybody who listens to us. We're so appreciative of it. It's still absolutely insane to think about just of like what that means. And like the fact that we have, like 20 to 30 listeners, like every episode that we drop. And it's like, this is insane. It's a weird thing to think about. But just want to say thank you. We hope to kind of what we went over in the beginning of the episode. We hope to be delivering to you guys better content next year. Some more cool stuff that we can do and we can bring to you guys that you can see the inside stuff of F1, of IndyCar, all this stuff. We're really looking forward to it. But yes, I just wanted to say thank you again from both Casey and I, and hopefully 2025 is a very exciting year. And
I think it will be. 2025 will be a good year.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot for us to do and a lot for us to bring to all of our friends. So thank you.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
But yes, you want me to close us out?
Close us out with our new title
One thing
card.
first. I'm going to say I think it's going to take us a few episodes. One of us is going to slip up and say the old name.
Of course. Yeah.
Every once in a while.
Naturally.
But yes, thank you so much for joining us for our very last episode of F1 Underground and our very first episode of Underground Circuit. It'll be an exciting journey with this new name and new look. But as we said before, it's the same show, just a new look, same craziness. But yes, please go give us a follow over on our socials. By the time this is out, our socials will have changed, and they're at the bottom of the screen. It is Underground Circuit on Instagram and Threads. And again, Underground is no vowels except for the leading U. And then over on Twitter, I need to scroll back because I'm going to mess up.
UG Circuit Pod for Twitter.
Thank you.
That is
over on
that is what it is.
Over on Twitter, UG Circuit Pod. So please do give us a follow on the socials. You can find us there all the time with whatever craziness that's going on.
Yes.
Please will give us a like or subscribe, a rating on wherever you listen to your podcasts, and then over on YouTube as well. We will be back next week with our first full episode of Underground Circuit. We'll think of something to talk about. I'm sure there'll be news that'll come out, or we'll do something fun, history with Owen, something like that. But thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you all next week.
See you later, people.